What is up, everybody? My name is Keister, and welcome back to No Sleep. If you don't know what No Sleep is, it's basically a website called Reddit where you get. I'll place the link for No Sleep down in the description below. Um, Basically, what it is, it's where people post like a bunch of like scary stories that have happened to them in real life. So yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, leave a like. But if you guys don't like scary stories, it's fine. You can skip to another video. I'll make a another video that's not No Sleep. And yeah, let's get into it. What's your name again? I asked, taking a long sip of coffee. John and Erica. I stopped mid-sip. Other than the two of us, the room was empty. Who's Erica? I asked, though I doubted I wanted to know the answer. She's the face on the back of my head. What? Yeah, wanna see? Okay, as a nurse, I know the answer to this is always no, but I was curious. Sure. He sat up in the bed and motioned me closer. I expected something disgusting like a tumor with yellow teeth and scraggly hair, or maybe an Edward Mordrax situation with an evil twin face stuck to the back of his head. Not all twins are evil, I reminded myself. John reached for his hat. With a tug, he pulled it off. A patch of his black hair had been shaven clean. On it, on it was a tattoo of a woman's face. I burst out laughing. You think this is a joke? He wasn't laughing, or even smiling. He was staring at me angrily. Of course not. That seemed like the right answer. I grabbed my coffee and took a long sip. It's not a joke. Look at her. I took a step back. Look at her, damn it. Okay, I said, my heart beginning to pound. I forced my gaze on the tattoo. It was done in black ink only, no color, which was classy for a scalp tattoo. And the artist did a good job. The woman was beautiful, large, clear eyes, dark lips, black hair, blending in with John's. Then it hit me. Of course, she was she was an ex. He'd gotten a tattoo of her, drunk on alcohol and hormones. Now he was desperate to get rid of it. That's why he's a about it. He's so touchy about it. I would be too, if I had Den Jimmy whatever his name is, pimply face tattooed on my skull for all eternity. Okay, John, I understand your predicament, but we don't do tattoo removal here. I can refer you to a dermatologist. He stood up. He walked over to me, pulling himself up to his full height. The stench of smoke and must filled my nostrils. You think this is a tattoo? I nodded. He leaned in close. Tattoos don't talk, do they? I shook my head. They don't whisper in the middle of the night when you're half asleep, telling you to do horrible things. He swallowed his voice, dipping low. To put something in Mom's tea when she's gone to the bathroom. To mix chocolate into the dog food. His eyes bored into mine. To slip something in the nurse's coffee when she isn't looking. My heart dropped. I backed away, stumbling. My skin prickled as if 1,000 needles poked into my skin. My heart thundered in my chest. I made it into the hallway, but my vision was already fading. Black patches shimmered, and swam in front of me, sparkling like dying firelight. My body pinched forward. Thud. I woke up in room 3E. I recognized it from the torn curtains, the coffee stain on the nightstand that kind of looked like Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, I meant. What happened? I asked, though I already knew the answer. You fainted. I turned to see a squat, strawberry blonde man sitting in the chair across from the bed. Not a doctor or a nurse. Who the hell are you? He laughed. A dry, hollow sound. Don't worry about that right now. Well, I am. Tell me who you are, or get out of here. He sighed. Feisty, aren't you? Okay. I'm Dr. Maher with the Serling Institute. He spoke with vaguely British accent. See, that doesn't mean anything to you, does it? Just a waste of 30 seconds. I stared at him. Why are you here? I just wanted to let you know we've got John. You got him? What does that even mean? Well, he was infected. Is he cured now, or? Take a look at this. He said he opened the black bag at his feet and pulled out a manila folder. He shook it a few times until a printout of an X-ray fell from it and fluttered to the floor. He handed it to me. Oh no, thanks. I've seen enough X-rays for a long time. It's not an X-ray. It's an MRI. He watched me. His green eyes dancing with a strange delight. Go on, look at it. Hesitantly, I took it. It was an MRI of a person's head, stamped with the name John O'Hara. I reflexively checked the neck for a fracture, but everything was intact. Then my eyes caught on the brain. Oh my God. At the back of the skull, crunched and folded itself, was something horribly insectoid. Segmented legs on a amorphous body, squashed between brain and bone, directly underneath where the tattoo had been. The man shuffled the papers on his lap. You had a Mr. Valdez, I believe, who was also infected. Yes, but it was in his mouth. I said, not brain. That's the first stage, he said, tucking the MRI back into his folder. It lodges itself in the back of the mouth, then it gnaws up into the... Okay, I said, feeling nausea bubbling up inside me. I get it. I stared at him. No, wait, I don't get it. What does the tattoo have to do with all of this? You have a lot of questions, don't you? I didn't reply. Okay, well, usually these little buggers settle in the front of the brain, right on top of the frontal lobe. John here, though, he had the awful scalp tattoo. It mistook it for a face and settled on the wrong side. I sat up in the hospital bed. I no longer felt tired and heavy. My heart thundered in my chest, sending all kinds of adrenaline through me. I took a deep breath and asked the question I definitely didn't want the answer to. What happens if they settle on the right side? He looked up at me, his face grave. Then they actually do what the thing tells them to.